it's time to get rowdy in Saudi as the lights go out and we go racing. Good start from Mortara off the front row. Nice one from Dennis as well. Keep an eye out for Da Costa looking on the outside of Dennis as we come down towards the turn one. Side by side with Vern and Roland into the first corner as well. Into turn two we go. Da Costa on the inside of Dennis. Gets the move done by the looks of things on the exit of the corner. And then Dennis has got the inside line though as we come down into turn four. He's not giving that one up, but it's still Mortara that leads and we're still 2 by 2 for 4th place there as well. It's a case of keeping the momentum up at this stage, isn't it? And as we said, expending as little energy as possible. Mortara is expending a little bit more as he goes around the outside of Oliver Rowland into turn 8. Lovely move there as he now hits the front for the first time since the opening stages of this one. Lap 8 out of 30, so we're not even 1/3 through this race. And you can see Roland there now attacking, as well as Jake Dennis coming through on the outside. Buemi's on the inside of Da Costa as we head down into turn 13. Across the line we go. Da Costa still leads from Oliver Rowland, or is that going to be for long? Coming down in towards turn one. Buemi's on the inside, Rowland's on the outside. We're 3 abreast for the lead. Now it's Buemi in the Envision that hits the front. Mortara on the outside there, and subsequently on his inside is Dan Tictum. 3 abreast, nearly again down in towards turn 4. Mortara shuffled out to dry a little bit with Roland, and a little bit tight. There was a bit of contact going into 4, and there's contact as well for the back of Zane Maloney's car because he's got a rear wing end plate missing as well. Let's have a look at Pepe Marti's. It's a contact that removed a rear wing end plate there for Zane Maloney. Yeah, it was. He launched over the back of him briefly. Oh, Dennis is deep. Has he got a problem?
I think he's got a problem.
Yeah, he's got a technical issue here as Jake Dennis could be an early retirement from this race. Ran on down at turn 5. And let's watch the timing tower to see whether he continues to drop down the order, because it looked like he just had a box full of neutrals going nowhere at all. And Dennis is going to be an early retirement from this race. What a shame for the British driver. Team radio.
I got punched.
The Stellantis cars are struggling though. Look, Burns sort of dropped at 9. Cassidy's not really making progress as we'd expect. He's down at 12. And both the Penske's, I know they've got attack mode. We'll see, they'll move up a bit, but they're not exactly fighting the top 10, are they?
On board we ride with Sebastian Buemi, who's now going to be challenging Oliver Rowland as we come down in towards the final chicane. But Rowland defends the line as he's entitled to do, and Buemi and Mortara not quite able to get the position. So Tictum here going for track position, going for the early attack mode, but he's pretty equal on energy here to Antonio Felix da Costa, who's built out a gap now of 2.3 seconds as we come across the line here.
So these cars ahead do not have attack. These 3 ahead do not have attack.
So yeah, Da Costa trying to clear off into this one. Roland side by side with Mortara for 4th place. Contact between the 2 on the exit of turn 4. Side by side, they still run into turn 5. And Mortara has the better, but he's sideways. He's off the track. He comes back on the track. Is he going to have to give up the place? Did he gain an advantage? We'll wait and see what happens as it comes out in towards the chicane. Mortara holds on to 4th place for now.
Da Costa is checked out, hasn't he? He's gone for that 4-second gap, but he will have another attack mode. He's in a good position here because these drivers are going to have to push quite hard to try and use their attack to catch him, but then he will have another opportunity, of course.
Yeah, I think this might force Da Costa's hand here to go for attack mode this time around, to go into it, because otherwise he's going to lose too much time, and that gap that he's built up over the last few laps is going to just shrink down so quickly.
Yeah, but he's got quite a more than 3.5 seconds advantage, so I agree. I think it will be this lap to make things comfortable for him.
Oh, Tictum's just run out. Tictum's just run out, and Roland's got 32 seconds. So this is crucial for Roland here to make it work before he runs out. He should get it done.
Yeah, he's almost into the back of Dan Tictum as we come onto the exit of the final corner. Roland now side by side, and Buemi's going to invite himself into the party here as well. So Tictum relegated down to second, from second down to 3rd rather. And now we're going to see Buemi and Mortara, I'm sure, coming through like a freight train as well. On the inside goes Sebastian Buemi on Dan Tictum. Can he get the move done through turn 4? Nice and easy there for the Swiss driver in the Envision. Buemi sitting there in 2nd, Roland in 3rd. The gap between himself and Eduardo Mortara down to 0.6 of a second. So Buemi's through on Roland's 2nd place, and now it's a case of watching Eduardo Mortara because he's come to the end of his attack mode and he hasn't gotten in front of Oliver Rowland. So Roland now is in front of Eduardo Mortara, and what looked to be a challenge for victory for the Swiss driver is coming to a bit of a head here towards the end of this race. We've got a nose-tail between about 4 drivers in this battle for the podium places. Can anyone do anything, do you reckon?
Yeah, so for those cars behind Da Costa, it's going to be crucial going into the final.
Oh,
two
sorry,
chicanes.
Albie, Marty side by side here with Dan Tictum.
Oh, into the
Position,
wall.
and Marty's into the wall, into the bus stop chicane. Marty collides with his teammate Dan Tictum. They just about live to fight another day, but that was unnecessary from the Cupra team. For Antonio Felix da Costa, well, it was a slow start to life at Jaguar, pointless in the first couple of races. He bounced back in Miami, and now he will stand on the top step of the podium for the first time with his new team. Antonio Felix da Costa wins here in Jeddah. It's victory as Dak is back in Formula E. Buemi makes the Jaguar-powered 1-2 as he brings home the Envision in second position, and then it's Roland completing the podium. Well, let's have a look at the results then from round 5 here in Jeddah. Antonio Felix da Costa takes his first win since Portland 2024, and it's a Jaguar-powered 1-2 with Envision coming home in second with Sebastian Buemi. Roland back onto the podium in third after a challenging weekend. Mortara just off it in fourth place. Ahead of the two Cupra, a double points finish for them for the first time this season. Tictum ahead of Pepe Marti, then it's Evans, Verline, Jean-Eric Verne, and then Taylor Barnard completing the points finishes.
There was a lot of management going on there. Battery energy, obviously, that was the main focus for us today. And I was always able to place my car in the right place in the beginning and be very efficient. And then I knew once the initial energy readings came, I knew I was in a place to do this. At the end there was a bit critical. We had some alarms popping up, I think battery temp, but they were guiding me through it. So I couldn't go as fast as I wanted, but I was managing the gap. So, but yeah, this one feels good. You know, with changing teams, it's a massive workload and a lot of things to learn and new faces and names to learn. And yeah, I'm happy to get this done by race 5.
In terms of the Drivers' Championship, Pascal Verline still sits atop, but it's now down to 6 points with Edo Mortara up into second, Roland into third, and Cassidy dropping down into fourth place after failing to score here tonight. Muller also dropping down the order, and da Costa catapulting himself up into seventh position at the expense of Dennis Buemi and Joel Eriksson. Antonio Felix da Costa is victorious here in Jeddah, his 13th career win, a 24th for Jaguar, and only his 5th race with the team. Dak is back. Now it's time to run and take cover as the rose water is about to be sprayed on the podium then here. What a great end to the weekend under the lights. Formula E really did light up the night here in Jeddah. But for now, Antonio Felix da Costa takes his first win with Jaguar TCS Racing.